Hi everyone, welcome to Short Teams Q&A session. Throughout this session, I will be addressing some commonly asked questions from our clients. What I would like to emphasize is that majority of the content will be informative, providing some compelling reasons, hopefully, to possibly reassess your current hiring strategy. So stay tuned for some valuable insights and solutions to enhance your team building and talent acquisition processes. There are several approaches to address this challenge. For example, you can partner with nearby universities to find the top talents, top graduates, basically, in the field of expertise that you're looking for. You can consider hiring freelancers from around the world. There is a significant drawback of this model, so you have to be aware of that. And then you can explore team augmentation as a viable solution as well. Let's say that your local talent is very hard to find, or it takes too much time to set up the team locally, or when hiring locally is very expensive. So those are all reasons why would you consider team augmentation. Team augmentation is a flexible hiring strategy that quickly expand or enhance your team as needed. So it allows you to choose between nearshore and offshore development and to work with talent outside of your market. So basically what you can do is expand or set up your team quickly, reduce the backlog efficiency, boost your output, even scale up or down very quickly, or take advantage of the most cost-effective rates in the market, not just local, but abroad. In general, we'll identify two options. So first would be outsourcing, and second is outstaffing. Let's discuss the quickly distinctions between the outsourcing and between outstaffing. So outsourcing is when developer works on a specific project or a set of tasks. He has limited access to your development team that's already working in-house, and the project responsibility completely lays with the outsourcing provider. That team may work on one single project or may work on multiple tasks for different projects. So while outstaffing is when you hire a developer that is employed by another entity. The partner, the technical partner handles recruitment, wages, workspace, taxes, equipment, basically everything around the needs of the developer. A responsibility for finding and maintaining the right people is also with that partner. And the team that you hired, is it a single developer or a team of people, is completely and entirely at your disposal. And you have direct communication with the whole team. And then you, as the client, manage the whole team. So that's the gist of it, of the outstaffing. So the reason to prefer the outstaffing over the other hiring models are usually access to the exceptional developers without having to go through high recruitment costs and lengthy processes, basically, and then flexibility to scale up and down as you need, and you have the full control over developers and the team, and they are dedicated to you solely as a client. And definitely it has lower rates compared to any other model, and then it opens a gateway to global talent pool. So the benefits of nearshoring is that this is a hiring model where you can collaborate with a development team, in a neighboring country somewhere nearby. So this provides some strategic benefits. Let's say that neighboring countries do have similar values and culture, closer time zones, 2 to 3 hour difference maybe, minimize travel time and cost. Flights can be maybe 2 to 3 hours. And then there's optimal balance between cost and quality. Let's say we take an example of the US. For instance, Mexico can be considered to be a nearshore, while same goes for any state within the US. So if you're based in Western Europe, for example, location in Central, Eastern, Southern Europe can be considered to be the nearshore. Let's think about countries like Poland, Ukraine, Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, let's say even Portugal. By the way, and all of these countries are also interesting destinations for the US companies as well. They are only considered to be short. So offshoring is a hiring strategy in which you hire tech talent from a company that is located in a different continent. So this is often to reduce costs or leverage some specialized skills. This incurs cost savings, ability to tap into the global talent pool, maybe to get qualified resources much faster, even to enhance the scalability and get some flexibility for your current team. So as a US company, every destination outside of the US can be considered to be offshore. So typical destinations would be Europe, Latin America, Africa, and Asia. When you are a European company, usual offshore destinations would be Asia, Africa, and Latin America. So let's think about countries such as Bangladesh, Vietnam, Philippines, South Africa, Mexico, Argentina, and so on. The first thing we recommend is to try and collaborate with global talent. Let's say that you can explore hiring some skilled professionals from regions where the cost of living is a bit lower. This will enable some cost savings for you and then allow you to scale your team further, and then get a bit more affordable talent. So the second thing short teams is enabling for you is team augmentation. So let's say that you can supplement your existing team, hire some external resources to efficiently handle the increased workload. And the last thing is when you need to scale your team further up or just cut sizes, you can adjust your team based on the project priorities, so you can ensure that the optimal efficiency and cost effectiveness for the whole project. So let's share a few things that work for us quite well. I've seen this work in other companies as well, companies that mostly foster remote working culture. So try interacting with your external co-workers the same way you would with any other colleague. Have them engage in daily stand-ups through some video conferencing. That would be very useful. Also trying to engage them in daily chats to get quick updates, or have them engaged in some informal communication. That's also very good. Work-wise, implementing project management tools such as Jira, for example, is very useful to streamline the workflows. Try to empower them to be proactive, to take ownership of tasks and projects, and make them feel that they can express their thoughts and opinions. Very important thing to mention is you should explore the possibility of different working schedules, because you want to accommodate different time zones that will make them feel a bit more accepted as well. And one very good thing that actually is kind of fun is virtual team buildings. This is something that we do at least once a month, and it works quite well for us. To start with, I would share my vision with the whole team. Just clearly communicate the overall goals and direction of the project to foster the sense of purpose and involvement. Some appreciation would be great if you can show it with sending an occasional small gift, maybe personalized gift, just to express the gratitude of hard work and dedication. And then I would encourage a lot of personal conversations, chit chats about some personal matters to just build the rapport and some human connection between the team. Include as many team buildings as possible. I would say virtually is great, but in person is even better if it's possible to have the whole team visit your offices from time to time. This depends on the complexity of the requirement. Also, the way we communicate with you and you communicate with us, how quickly you can engage and reply to us, and how quickly you can engage with the resources we can provide. This can estimate anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks. Thanks to the network we have, we can cover almost any request in the market. That goes without saying. So short teams can definitely excel in JavaScript technologies, covering something React, Angular, Vue.js, TypeScript, and Node. In relate to PHP, we have expertise with both Laravel and Symfony. In addition to that, C#, .NET, Golang, Java, Kotlin, Python, React Native, Ruby, SAP. Additionally, we do collaborate with around 200 outsourcing agencies worldwide. That way we can ensure that we can cover and identify 90% of the talent that clients are seeking from us. In general, I can say that expenses for remote developers align with in-house hiring, and they are notably more budget-friendly than opting for some local agency. Rates depend on many factors, I would say, but some of them are tech stack, seniority level of the developer, location, individual considerations like language skills or experience in e-management, and so on and so forth. We'll be happy to explore your needs and then organize a short discovery call to provide some indicative rates, and there's no further obligations to do that. Unlike our competitors, who are often single development agencies, we stand out by partnering with over 200 sourcing agencies globally. We have a pool of 35,000 tech talents, and then we can provide access to that pool that is basically unparalleled to any of our competition. While single development agencies definitely can provide a couple of good resources per candidate, per position, what we can present is dozens of resources for every position, and with more specific needs that you have. We are able to provide you the ability to cherry pick the top talent in the market. With that, we can ensure that you have broader and faster selection process. Regarding next steps, we always recommend setting up a short call. This can be 5 to 10 minutes chat, just for us to comprehend the requirements that you have. We will then initiate the process on our end to start searching for suitable resources. We will shortlist potential candidates for you, and then potentially pre-screen every candidate to allow you like a sneak peek into the candidate before you actually conduct the interview. We can set up the interviews. You conduct them, with our assistance or without us. It's really up to you. And then you can implement coding challenges if needed, and then finalize the agreement and statement of work once the candidate is found to be suitable enough to join your team. After that, all you need to do is onboard the developer and you're good to go. Thank you all for attending our Q&A webinar. Your participation in this is greatly appreciated. For further information or just to schedule a call to have a quick chat with us about services, or just if you're not sure how to set up your requirements or your needs, feel free to reach out to us. Our email address is info@shortnames.com. And all I can say, I look forward to connecting with you. All the best.